Wow, what a night we have had already. New tag team champions. Lito returning to fight AJ Lee. Paige from NXT making a statement and attacking AJ after the match. But now, we've got our Fatal-Four Way match for the world title. Let's take a look back at Elimination Chamber, how it all started. It was Barrett, Cesaro, and Jericho left in the chamber. Barrett and Cesaro made a deal that if they worked together to eliminate Jericho, whoever won the match would give the runner-up a title shot at Wrestlemania. Cesaro ended up defeating Barrett after a long, brutal match involving 5 other competitors. So Cesaro became the new World Heavyweight Champion, while Batista, the winner of the Royal Rumble, made his statement that he wanted the challenge for the world title at Wrestlemania himself by attacking Cesaro after the match. The next night on Raw, Wade Barrett pleaded his case. Chris Jericho pleaded his case that he gets his rematch clause and wants it at WrestleMania. So all of these men, Batista saying that he's the Royal Rumble winner, wants his shot at WrestleMania. So what do you do when you've got 3 men all wanting a title shot? Put them in a Fatal 4-Way Elimination Match where there's no rules. Here we go. The following contest is the Fatal 4-Way Elimination Match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, from Lucerne, Switzerland, weighing 232 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, Antonio Cesaro. The current World Heavyweight Champion, Cesaro. He's held it since the Elimination Chamber when he defeated 5 other men inside that deadly structure. But tonight he's not happy. This isn't a one-on-one match. This is a Fatal 4-Way, and it's elimination. He has to put his title on the line against 3 other men. He is not thrilled. Will Cesaro will be able to outlast these 3 men and defeat them? We'll have to find out. And introducing the challengers. First, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 227 pounds, Chris Jericho. We also know that Chris Jericho can't be too excited about this match because he lost the title at Elimination Chamber, which gives him a rematch clause when he wants. Well, he wanted that rematch clause here at WrestleMania. Well, he's getting it, but it is not a one-on-one match like he was hoping. It's a Fatal 4-Way involving 3 other men. Jericho's not happy, but he's the type of person who now he's not going to bitch and moan about it. He's going to fight, and he's going to prove why he's the best in the world at what he does. And tonight what he wants to do is regain the World Heavyweight Championship. From Preston, England, weighing 246 pounds, Wade Barrett. Now, if any man has a less of a reason to be in this match, it would be Wade Barrett. I mean, he made a deal backstage with Cesaro. Big whoop. I've said this before. I don't think that's enough reason to get yourself a WrestleMania match for the World Heavyweight title. But what's done is done. Obviously, Mr. McMahon sees something in him, wanted to put him in this match, or he just didn't want to deal with all the bullshit that would come from it. So Barrett is in the match, and he has been a tough competitor as of late. He has proven he could be the world champion. from Washington, D.C., weighing 278 pounds, he is the winner of the Royal Rumble match, Batista. And last but certainly not least in this match, the Animal Batista. He is definitely upset. He won the Royal Rumble this year, which guaranteed him a match at Wrestlemania for whatever world title he wanted. He chose the World Heavyweight Championship here tonight, but it is a Fatal 4-Way match, and they call him the Animal. Are we going to see the Animal destroy these competitors? There are no rules. They can use weapons. The only rules is that it's elimination. You have to pin or submit. Here we go. The anticipated Fatal 4-Way Elimination Match. No holds barred. Batista, Jericho, Barrett, and Cesaro. This is going to be hard to call. There's so much action going to be going on. All of these men have such a heated rivalry with each other that we've seen over the course of the month. After matches, they've attacked each other. They've had to team up, walked out on each other, attacked each other after matches, during matches. But this is the first time they're getting to put their hands on each other in an actual match. And the winner becomes the World Heavyweight Champion. It's an elimination match. So they will fall one by one. And eventually only one of these men will be standing with the world title in their hands. Now Barrett's up top with an elbow drop, and Batista is trying to make Jericho tap out. So at least it's not one of those things where you have to worry about one of your opponents getting pinned or tapping out and you losing the match. You can fight for yourself a little more in this elimination style. I don't know how long it'll be until we see well, Jericho's already under there. What's he grabbing? Looks like he's got a trash can. I wouldn't want to be around Chris Jericho. Batista now thrown out, and a trash can shot to the world champion Cesaro. Jericho is pissed at this man. And Jericho doing damage with the trash can, but now Cesaro's back on his feet. Batista and Barrett. Oh, and Barrett thrown out of the ring. Jericho with a neck breaker on the outside. Batista, former world champion, former WWE champion. Chris Jericho, former world champion, former WWE champion. Cesaro, the current world champion, and Barrett has never held a world title. Who wants it the most? The guy who's never held it? The guy who just got it? Or the guys who've had it before and knows what it feels like? It's just such an interesting thing to think about, but it's going to be who wants it most, and that's who's going to win. Cesaro trying to toss Barrett out of the ring while Jericho and Batista, the veterans, fighting on the outside. And the more new superstars like Barrett and Cesaro, not taking away from their skills, but they're more newer. And now Barrett trying to put away the current champion. Cesaro kicks out. I don't know if there's a game plan here on who to take out first. I mean, they're all very, very, tough competitors. I don't think there's a weak link in this match. Jericho might be the smallest, but he has the most experience. So he's not really a weak link by any means. And Jericho, speaking of him, just got tossed over the steel steps, which Wade Barrett now has a hold of. And Batista's got Cesaro in the barricade, now punching him. Jericho down and Barrett throwing the steps in the ring. There's so much action going on out here. It's hard to keep up with everything. Now Jericho thrown into the barricade and Batista hammering on Cesaro. Barrett's in the ring. So now it's Barrett and Cesaro. Oh! Barrett throwing Jericho over the other set of steel steps. That has got to hurt. Could Jericho be the first eliminated here? Barrett certainly looks like he hopes so. Ooh! To the midsection. And Barrett dragging Jericho into the center. The referee's got a lot to watch here. Uh-oh, he's got him up for Wasteland! Wasteland to Chris Jericho. And now Barrett's picked up the steps and Cesaro has been put through our announce table, and Batista's gonna try and steal the pin. Cesaro could be out after that slam through the announce table, but Cesaro's up. Barrett and Batista. Batista gonna try and steal all the work that Barrett has done, but Jericho's back up. Batista's got a hold. Oh my God, Batista. Oh, Batista bomb you onto the steps, my God. 1, 2. Jericho's been eliminated by Batista. There's only 3 men left. Chris Jericho's been eliminated. Barrett going for a suplex to Cesaro on the outside. Now Barrett's got the trash can. Batista looking for something under the ring. One opponent has already been eliminated. That just shows how much these guys want it and what they're going to do for it. Kendo stick brought into the action. Barrett knocked right on the skull with the kendo stick by the winner of the Royal Rumble, the Animal, Batista. We've already seen the Batista bomb. We have seen Wasteland. What is next? Barrett being tossed around by Batista. Ooh, and slamming him down on the outside. That cannot feel good, ladies and gentlemen. Looked like Cesaro picked up a sledgehammer and tossed it down. The sledgehammer has been brought out. That is not good. Only bad can come from sledgehammer. Barrett on the outside, Batista and Cesaro on the inside. And an Irish whip to Batista. Cesaro picking up Batista, and now Batista with a counter of his own. And a backbreaker to the World Heavyweight Champion. Barrett using those elbows to, oh my God, bullhammer to Batista. Is Batista out of it? Cesaro's down, Batista's down. 1, 2. Oh, but Batista manages to kick out after the bullhammer. Wow. And Barrett's got those steps again. Oh, on both Cesaro and Batista. Cesaro just getting hammered by those steps. And Barrett saying he doesn't want them anymore. And what's Cesaro gonna do here? Oh, what a Death Valley driver. But Barrett picking Batista up afterwards. Punches to the face of Batista, who's knocked down. I was going to say, are Cesaro and Barrett working together again? I would say no. Those uppercuts and boot by Cesaro. Barrett rolling out of the ring with the strength he still has after all this fight has taken out of him so far. Barrett bringing in the trash can. Cesaro has now got a ladder. Oh my God. Batista going for another Batista bomb to Wade Barrett and the Batista bomb. Batista happy with his work. Going for the pin. Wade Barrett could get eliminated. 2 count. 2 count. Barrett kicked out of the Batista bomb. Batista kicked out of the bullhammer. These men are even strength. But Batista hammering on Barrett in the turnbuckle. But keep in mind, Cesaro has a ladder. I don't know what he's thinking about setting up for. Oh, but Batista knocking the ladder out of Cesaro's hands. That could be good. This ladder is only going to cause pain. None of these guys seem like guys who would climb a ladder or jump off or even need a ladder. It's just going to cause pain. Barrett in the turnbuckle, but fighting back against Batista. Cesaro picking his spots now. He's got a hold of the Royal Rumble winner, Batista. Gonna try and make him tap out here, trying to choke him out and driving that knee in the back. Wade Barrett picking up that ladder that was mentioned before, and he's leaning it against the turnbuckle, against those ropes. Does Barrett have a plan here? What is he thinking? Looks like he's wedging it into the turnbuckle. This could be bad. So he's watching Cesaro and Batista beat the shit out of each other. Batista tripped right into that ladder face first. And again, right into the ladder. Barrett set up the device, and Cesaro is using it. Both these guys trying to take out the veterans. Jericho was taken out, and Batista. Oh, but Batista's still fighting. Spear into the turnbuckle. Cesaro's down, and Barrett is just picking his spot. He's trying to recover. It's a smart move. Because Barrett's taking a lot of damage. Uh-oh, Batista looks like he's got a camel clutch on Cesaro. Now Barrett trying to break it up with the kendo stick, hitting whoever's in sight. Batista stealing the kendo stick. Oh, the European uppercut in midair. My God. 1, 2. Batista's out of there. We saw Cesaro do that to the Big Show just a few days ago. It's down to Cesaro. It's down to Barrett. One of these guys is walking out the world champion. Will we have a new champion, or will Cesaro retain? The ladder's there. The trash can is there. Oh! Face first onto the ladder. Barrett, a smart man, had been on the outside waiting while Cesaro injured himself. Wins a change to Cesaro. And Barrett is looking for it. He's looking for it. My God! Bull Hammer! Could we see a new champion? The pin. 1, 2. Cesaro kicks out. My God, this place is erupting. Cesaro kicked out of the Bull Hammer. These men are just dazed. They don't know what to do, but Cesaro's got a hold. Russian leg sweep to Wade Barrett. This is insane. We've seen all kinds of weapons. And Cesaro going for the pin. 1. But Barrett kicks out. My God. Cesaro fighting Barrett. Barrett fighting Cesaro. Who is going to be the better man here? Who is walking out world champion? Barrett goes out of the ring. What is he looking for? Well, he's got the title belt. He's grabbed the world title belt, and Cesaro's still dazed. But now Cesaro getting out of the ring. He realized, but right into it. Right into the world heavyweight title belt, and I think he's been busted open. And again, Barrett. Now he's got the ladder. Beating Cesaro with it. That last title shot busted him open. Cesaro is bleeding. And Barrett's got the title again, knocking him down. Cesaro's out of it. Barrett is taking control. Looks like Barrett is busted open too, and he's got him up for Wasteland. I think his leg just hit that ladder. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. Barrett wins. Barrett's the world champion. Wade Barrett is the champion. Here is your winner and the new world heavyweight champion, Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett's the new world champion. Take a look at that shot. It busted Cesaro open, and it was the difference maker. And then Barrett managed to hit the Wasteland with the help of that ladder to secure a 1, 2, 3 pinfall, and Barrett's going home world heavyweight champion. I think Barrett waiting on the outside while Batista and Cesaro just beat the hell out of each other is what really helped Barrett in this match. Congratulations, Wade Barrett.